Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today is going to be the greatest day of your life. You know, we're talking a lot about success, and I've mentioned many times, find somebody who's doing what it is you want to do and do what they're doing. You'll have the same results that they're getting. It's funny how the world works that way. You find you go out there and you want to start a business. Join an entrepreneur club. Get mentored by somebody who can show you how to start a business. They can share their pitfalls. They can share their successes. It'll motivate you and it'll help you garner the type of understanding you need to replicate their success. And I think that leadership is a lifelong journey. It's definitely not a destination. I know in my circumstance, it's definitely been a journey. And anyone who has spent 5 minutes with me talking about leadership knows this is one of my key mantras, right? Finding mentors that can help you be successful. I don't care how much money you have, how many businesses you own, how successful you are. There is always somebody out there you can learn from. Find that person and work with them. And it doesn't matter who they are, reach out. There's been so many people in my life that I've thought, hey, I'll never be able to talk to that person. Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, for instance, I'll never be able to talk to those people. Worked with them both several times, talked to them both on several occasions to get better results for my life. So I recommend that you do that. A lifetime of leadership requires a lifetime of learning. And there are many ways that leaders can continue to learn and grow. You can read, you can take courses, you can listen to podcasts, you can watch Doug Vandergraph's videos, you can collaborate with others, but definitely always try new things. Find out what's missing, That list may not be complete for you. There are many ways we can find new information and new ideas and find better ways to work with others so that we can define our goals appropriately and the path to get to them, right? Did you know that those who are being mentored are 5 times more likely to be promoted than their coworkers? It's true. And for the mentors, the promotion rate increases by 6. And it's just not for new leaders who will benefit from being mentored, because like I said before, and the statistics support my statements, 84% of CEOs involved in formal mentoring programs reported that having a mentor helped them avoid costly mistakes, and 76% reported an improvement in their ability to fulfill stakeholder expectations. So it really doesn't matter what level you are within an organization or where you're at in your life. I'll say it again. There's always somebody out there who might just know a little bit more than you that can give you that spark that can ignite an incredible fire of success. Okay? And if you're not mentoring someone or being mentored, what are you waiting for? You have to ask yourself, right? And let's look at what being a mentor is and what you need to be a great one. Okay, let's talk about that a little bit. Now, mentoring, as you know, is volunteering to develop individuals to achieve their goals and advancement with nothing expected in return, okay? We're not doing this for money. We're doing this the Doug Vandergraph way. We're doing this because we care about people, we want to see them succeed, and we want to help them. We don't get anything in return. Now, down the road, there may be some way we can help each other from a business standpoint. Hey, my business could do business with your business, and together we can enjoy some success. But we're not going into it with expectations, okay? When you're mentoring somebody, you're doing it because you care about them, because they're a fellow human being, and you want to see them be successful. So keep your focus there. And being a mentor, remember, is a big commitment. But as successful leaders, we work together on success. It is our responsibility to mentor those who are willing and able to benefit from our experience and wisdom. Okay, so this is something we should be doing. And I believe there are some key attributes of being a good mentor. So what does a good mentor look like? I believe they model the attributes and behaviors of a great leader day in and day out, both in the office and in their personal lives. I believe great mentors walk the talk, okay? And they also ask questions that help the mentee determine what their goals are and what they want to achieve. This inquiry approach also teaches the mentee to reflect more deeply, think more broadly, and slow down before making important decisions. So this is very, very important. Sitting down and what are we doing? We I can't believe I just said that. My goodness. We wrote down our list, right, of things we liked in our life, things we didn't like in our life. Before we actually set goals in our initial 30-day journey, I showed you that you needed to analyze your approach and your life and where you're at today. That way you could define appropriate goals and dreams and desires for you to work towards. So that's really good. Now, a mentor is also going to facilitate the transfer of knowledge and experience to the mentee. So we want to be very active as a mentor. We want to make sure that we're consistently sharing knowledge with them, not holding back. Don't worry. We can work with individuals to ensure that they have the ability to make a determination as to what might work for their scenario that didn't work for us, or what did work for us may not work for them where they're at. So we need to work with them to ensure that we're facilitating an appropriate transfer of information to them, okay? And this is going to require us to be adaptable to the needs and abilities of our mentee while assuring that we set standards that challenge them to stretch and grow. Okay, so we want to make sure they're constantly thinking about ways that they can advance themselves and their purpose or their dream, desire, or goal, whatever it is they're working towards, okay? We also want to take a sense of advocacy on behalf of our mentee, and that can take the form of educating and informing others about their skills, maybe writing them a recommendation on LinkedIn, being sure to promote our mentee, introducing them to our circle. That way they have the ability to network, make the appropriate connections that will allow them to be successful. And we also want to be 100% committed to our role as a mentor, because mentoring is a long game, right? It's not a short deal. You're not mentoring somebody for a couple of weeks. When you take on somebody as a mentee, it could be a lifelong responsibility. You are now vested in their success, okay? It is up to them whether or not they succeed or fail, but you should be there assisting them along the way, attempting to assure them a security in being able to have success. Because here's the deal, we're working with them to help them win and win big, and that's what we want for them. So we want to think about it from a long-term standpoint, and once committed, we also want to make sure that we hold ourselves accountable for their success. Okay? Now, it's a huge commitment. Would you be willing to make that commitment and be a mentor? I mean, if so, I think it's a good idea. I think you just ask yourself the question, who can I support, encourage? Who can I inspire to reach their dreams, right? So those are easy questions to answer, and it doesn't matter where you come from or where you're at in life right now, what your job is, or what your upbringing was. You have a value add as an individual that can help somebody else to be successful. You just need to find that person and apply yourself as a mentor to assisting them to be better in some way. You don't have to change the world, and you don't have to change their world. Just change one little part of their world, and it's a ripple effect that can have a huge impact on their life forever. It's kind of like being a parent to other adults, right? We want to make sure that we're doing what we can to assist them to be successful. And that's what being a mentor is all about. So I don't know where you are or what you do in your life on a daily basis, but I can 100% assure you, you have incredible value within you that somebody else will look to and it will have a tremendous impact on their lives. So think about that, okay? Think about being a mentor. I know you can do it because I believe in you. I care about you, and I know that being a mentor is something you'd have the ability to take on. Now, what about being a mentee? What should we look for in our mentees? What makes a good mentee? I think that good mentees are people who are willing to learn and change. With the right mentor, you have a wealth of knowledge and experience at your fingertips as a mentee. So we want somebody who's going to soak it up, who's always coming prepared to meetings with us, is actively engaging in the process of being mentored, and is open to feedback, even if it's not something they want to hear. You can't force somebody to change. People change because they want to change. And all they have, if you want to change your life, all you have to do is change your life, right? So we want to also make sure that we're mentoring somebody who's putting in the work, right? If you're asking someone to volunteer their time to help you, you need to act on the knowledge, experience, and advice that they're offering you. Successful mentees keep their mentor apprised of their progress. So there's some interaction that needs to continue to occur as they're working towards their goals. They'll give you feedback on progress, help you to understand where they're at in their day-to-day as they're working towards their goal. And that will allow them to be a sponge, to take on information and knowledge from you and continue to be successful, because the interaction that you have with the individual will facilitate questions facilitate answers, which are also knowledge transfer opportunities. Okay? And you'll develop that relationship with a mentee over time as well. Your mentee should also communicate where they want to go, who they want to be, and what they want to accomplish. 3 excellent questions to ask your mentee. The mentee needs to share their needs and challenges and opportunities as they move through this mentoring process. Our goal as a mentor is to help them realize their dreams, right? And to do that, they need to know what those dreams are. They can watch the initial 30-day video series I did, which will teach them how to set goals appropriately in their lives and how to achieve them. Then they'll have goals, or the ability to achieve goals in their life. As a part of that process of achieving goals, there are times when we need a mentor and we need to take on the role of mentee so we can garner the appropriate knowledge to reach those goals, right? And that's really what it's all about. I mean, being a mentor and a mentee are worth both roles' time and effort. I believe that as a mentor, you garner incredible value. It will build you up. It'll boost your self-esteem. It'll turn you into a new individual by sharing your knowledge and seeing the value that you have within you. As a mentee, I think as they absorb that knowledge and apply it in their lives, they're going to see impact, and they're also going to see an advancement towards goals, dreams, and desires, and an improvement in their overall life outcomes. So I do believe that, and I promise you that helping others navigate their success has been a highlight of my personal leadership journey, equal only to my personal and professional success that I attribute to my many mentors. I have been and continued to be blessed with people in my life that have had the ability to share their knowledge and experience with me so that I've been able to apply it to achieve incredible things over the years. I've been both a mentor. I am also a mentee. I recommend that as a mentor, you also be a mentee. And have somebody mentoring you. It is this sharing of knowledge and information between human beings that allows us to continue to progressively reach very high levels of success. You want to make $1 million? Go out and talk to somebody who's made $1 million. I think what you're going to find is that making $1 million in America is not as difficult as everyone believes it is. And it's with other aspects in your life that you're trying to attain. It may be difficult for you, but somebody else has already done it. Talk to them about what they did to achieve their goal, and it'll simplify the process and your progress towards your goal. Okay? And friends, I care about you and I believe in you. You have amazing things within you to share with others. You also have an incredible ability to rewrite the programming in your supercomputer and get better life outcomes. I want you to have a wonderful day. I'll be back tomorrow to talk to you about some more great things, and we'll continue to walk down this path of success together. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll talk to you tomorrow.